Welcome to the scientific investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. We had all the thought process shared yesterday saying, guys, don't FOMO in, while the price was showing, I'm going up, I'm going up. Now, why is that? The 3-day candle close confirms the agenda shared was on point. Now you go into the total market. This is the total altcoin market, and it does convey you the fact that yes, we are moving in a pattern which looks fine. You may consolidate. But what if we break this pattern to the downside? No one knows. Yeah. So right now, all that is confirmed is your previous region of support is acting as a resistance. That is confirmed. Now, yes, we do understand that XRP dominance is staying above a long-term region of resistance, which is acting as a support. That is cool. That is all that we know and we understand. And we also understand the fact that we were in a long-term accumulation. We broke that region with an ABC. Now, where would that support be from which XRP can go back up and still keep the accumulation region active? I would argue it's somewhat like this, where you have a resistance and supports. Yeah, the previous region of supports acting as a resistance in this region. How much should the XRP dominance reduce to reach there? Another 40%. Now, if you do put that into the price action, either you can say XRP is not moving and a lot of other altcoins are running crazy, or you can say XRP is testing the local bottom while others are not. All of this would point it out, or others don't move at all and XRP drops. Fine? So all of these are in front of you. Now take the weekly, because here we are waiting for the weekly candle close, and the price action suggests it is testing the moving average as a support on the weekly chart. Now, while all of this happens, watch the MACD. It already crossed to the downside. You know this, last time when you crossed to the downside, you consolidated there before the next leg to the downside. In here, if you're observing that, you're watching the A, the B, the C. So where is the bottom of the C leg? Usually at the confirmation leg with the bullish divergence is where you see the actual bottom, which means you may do something like this and go back up. Now that is the total crypto market on the altcoin side showing. Fine. Now we pick Bitcoin for that matter, because Bitcoin is still fluctuating near the support region. But understand, when you go on to the daily chart, it is conveying you something. We tried to push back to the upside through all of this, but then immediately got rejected to the downside. That is not a good scenario. Yeah, you go back, look at the 3-day. It showed you the 3-day candle close is a doji. And that doji kind of erased the previous inverted hammer, but it's still in range with this long wick. It's not in the body part, it's in the wick part. You need to keep an eye close to that. Now come on here on the weekly chart for Bitcoin. What do you see? Yeah, there's a lot of bulls. It's really a distribution zone where the whales want you to participate and they are interested in keeping you there. Now, how would they do that? They need to push the price back up each time it comes to a support so that they can sell close to the resistance, and a lot of retail would be buying there. So that's distribution phase. Now think about it on the monthly. We're now getting close to the midpoint of this month, and this is what you can see. The 3-day divergence which was developing, the weekly divergence which was developing is now confirmed. And your monthly is now showing clearly developing a monthly negative divergence. You already have this. So if this month happens to close somewhere in this territory below 103,000, say 100,000, that is still a negative divergence on a monthly. Now I want you to ask something. Whenever historically you have seen negative divergence on the monthly, what was the price action saying? You saw it here, you saw it here, you saw it here. All these times in the history, the price action showed you there was a negative divergence, there was a negative divergence, there was a negative divergence. What was the result? You can make the judgment. You are wise enough to see this and make the judgment. It's completely up to you. Because the microstructure, if you're an Elliott wave guy, you already know this. If you are a Wyckoff guy, you already know this. So all of different theories kind of line up at this point. Now, that is exactly where you are watching this. The Bitcoin dominance to see the odds of altcoins going back up. Yeah, this is something you want to see. Is there a change in the market sentiment? Altcoins are starting to show some life, meaning Bitcoin dominance is starting to show negative divergence while the MACD is crossing to the upside in the positive territory, not in the negative territory, in the positive territory. Why is that important? Go back up, watch this. You had that bounce here. Fine. When you were coming back down, that was the reversal region. You kind of get that idea. Now, micro pops in here can be really shaky. You go on to a short-term chart, you pick up a 12-hour chart for here, you see that the price was consolidating and it went back up to test the moving average, or it pulled the moving average back down and tested it as a resistance. What is the result? It got rejected. When you're trending to the upside, what's the result? You bounce off from the moving average. When you break that and retest it and get rejected, what's happening there? You now need to make a bottom. Now, where is that bottom? I don't think anyone is going to answer that question because no one knows. But all that you can see is when the market says, I am close to a bottom, okay, fine. Now watch. Each time you break this to the downside like this, a choppy, huge move, you come back up, get rejected. Come back up, get rejected. But at one point, the price say, but I'm at a support. I'm trying to bounce off. I'm not going lower. Fine. Now, what's the good news here? If you're an XRP holder, or if you like to take more positions into XRP because you took profit somewhere close to $3 or above, this is a really good news for you. The daily is extending its bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence. Perfect. The 3-day is extending the hidden bullish divergence. Great. That means weekly showing you a confirmation of a hidden bullish divergence is good to go. But the question is, can we confirm that hidden bullish divergence on a weekly this Monday? Now, this in here is what? Just a Wednesday. You have the Thursday, the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday, and next morning, the Monday morning, is where you're going to get the weekly candle close. So we really don't know what's going to happen in the next 5 days. But what we do know is which direction is the momentum trending right now. You can put that on a weekly, you can put that on a 3-day, you can put that on a daily and see, okay, buyers are trying to come back in. We want to see how long they can sustain. Meaning 5 candles of red and 3 candles of green. No. Candles of red is dominating. You saw that. Boom, you went down. Now all these candles of red and 1 candle of green. Now, if it closes green next day, good, great. But if it does not neglect all these previous ones, it's trouble. Because at the reversal stage, you'll see this. The number of candles or the momentum of red will be erased by the momentum of green or the number of candles. That is the swing region where you should be focusing on saying, I'm going to go back in. If not, have patience and wait. When I re-enter the market, you will see when I exited in this region, all of you saw that. Yeah, I informed you guys, I'm taking profit, I'm taking profit, I'm taking profit, I'm taking profit. With the negative divergence confirmed here, I told you guys I'm taking profit. Then with the bounce back up, I told you guys I'm taking profit. Now we are standing up with decent amount of dry powder. And I talked to a lot of people in one-on-one session, and I'm like, whoa, a lot of you did take out that dry powder. And as soon as you are at a support, wherever it's $2, $1.5, $1, wherever it is, you guys are gonna load up than the majority, because the majority, they believed in the hype. Now say this is your accumulation region. Yeah, you don't come back down to that region. Fine, we know the examples. Say you go back, you pick up Chili's, or I think you can pick up Veracity too. These are all price structure examples, not asset-based examples. Yeah, you have a long-term region which was acting as a strong resistance, and once you break that region, you need to keep this in mind. Once you break that region, there is whales showing you what the price went up, but the RSI did not. Yeah, now I draw that line wrong. If you draw that correctly, you see this. Yeah, there is a negative divergence. Get out. Fine. If you happen to pick that top or close to it, you got a 45-50% correction to buy back in to get 100% more units or 50% more units, depending on where you scaled out. But keep in mind, if the price action is confirming what? The bullish part of the equation, that this region is a support, or it shows you the clarity that you're going back up, fine, you can go back in. Now, you just zoom in on this particular region. Don't miss that. Don't misunderstand that. We are trying to observe what the whales did back then and how you were able to understand that. Fine. Now watch this. The price action here shows you the fact that this was one local low, this was another local low. Now watch. The RSI went down, but the price action did not. It went up. Hidden, bullish, divergence. Now pick the previous one. This layer here shows this is one of the bottom. Yeah. And this was the drop and its bottom. That was going up while the RSI came back down. Hidden, bullish, divergence. This is exactly what we are waiting to see in XRP and then go back in. Now watch. The daily and 3-day is already confirming that you have it. That is why we are paying close attention onto all of these analysis to understand, okay, the 3-day kind of confirms that you are at a support, which is good. You're going to buy back 50 to 100% more of your XRP if you did take the profits there. Yeah. Now, if you keep all this in mind, you're also watching Bitcoin. There's no doubt in that. Now, what should Bitcoin do so that you reach your destination? Bitcoin just need to consolidate here. Do this choppy move, yeah? And while it plays out, there can be a lot of different assets which are going up. Say you look at Ether and XRP, it's showing you a negative divergence, yeah? That is surprising. But now, with the first 3-day candle close, it's starting to say, no, watch. I'm starting to build hidden, bullish, divergence. So you go on a weekly. You're like, whoa, do we have a confirmation on a weekly? Because all that time, you don't need a confirmation on a weekly. You just have to abide by the trend. This is your trend. You're not coming back down. You're taking this as a support and you're breaking this. Whoa, that's a trend to the upside. Hidden bullish divergence, which was developed on a daily and a 3-day, is being validated by the weekly trend. Perfect. Now, can we get that here? We're watching that. Now, if you are a price action guy and you're just looking at the trend line, you're like, whoa, Danny, there is a trouble. This was the local resistance. We broke that to the downside. Yeah. So there is a fading trend, which is still on the side of the weekly negative divergence. Now, you really wanted to get a 3-day bullish divergence. Now, you have slight bullish divergence here, but the region or the range did not break. So watch out for the price action, and I'll be updating you guys in the group where I'm like, okay, if this region breaks, I'll inform you guys. But if you want to be readily updated on every charts I'm posting there on different assets, be a part of this scientific investor family. We were the only one who told you here at the top of XRP about $3, $3.27 to be precise, saying I'm taking profits. I'm out 30%, I'm out 40%. As I was taking profits, I told you guys, watch, there is some trouble here. Yeah, I'm taking another big chunk. We took it by this average of 2.9 and the price went to 1.75. Think about that. There was a lot of different people who didn't listen to me and went back in here. Yeah, that's still okay. They are in profit on that too. Now think about it. They sold here. They got a drop of 35% on average and they're still up 20%. So you made back 50% more XRP units. That is a decent move in your portfolio if you are looking to improve your total number of XRP. But will that be the bravest decision until the weekly confirms it? I don't believe so. I would wait for the weekly candle to close. What if the weekly come back down and close here? Watch, I've been talking about a lot of different assets in front of you, right? I brought in a lot of assets and told you guys to watch because it wasn't what, 6 point something, and now it's doing what and why. This is important. This is that region I told you to watch for a double top. Now watch what's happening there. Yeah, shorts are piling up. Now watch, there was another asset here, which was what, $22? Nah, $23, $24. 22 was where I talked about it to you guys. Now watch where it is. What is it doing? So when the market is showing you some of these assets are building negative divergence and preparing to drop. So with that, if you receive value, smash that like button for me. It helps to spread the message. And if you really don't want to spread the message, it's fine. Take the link, send it to only your loved ones. Now that's you being creepy, but I understand. Not everyone would like to say this. Now you want to say, I told you so. I understand that. But let's be human. Let's understand there is a superpower at the top and we will be on top of this equation. Give them the knowledge. It's okay. I'll meet you guys in the next video. Bye for now.